Hey, a study of 2 million people found that these 5 foods support both your hormones and your blood pressure. And your doctor has probably never mentioned a single one. You need to watch this video. My name is Joel. I'm a registered nurse, worked 20 years in the ICU, the ER, and I'm a naturopathic practitioner. And after 2 decades of watching the same patients come back for more and more medications, I started asking a different question. What if blood pressure is actually a hormone problem? You see, your doctor checks your blood pressure, writes a prescription, and then sends you home. But nobody checks your cortisol, nobody checks your insulin sensitivity, nobody asks what your estrogen levels are and if they've changed. They basically treat the smoke alarm, but they never look for the fire. So these 5 foods target the fire, the hormonal pathways that your medication doesn't reach. All right, number 1 is ground flaxseed. Most people think of flax as a fiber supplement. It's not. Flax contains lignans. Lignans are plant compounds that gently support your estrogen receptors. Research published in the Journal of Hypertension found that ground flaxseed was associated with some of the largest reductions in blood pressure of any single food that they studied. Number 2 is dark green leafy vegetables. So like the really dark ones like kale, collards, Swiss chard, these are potassium powerhouses. And potassium helps your kidneys release excess sodium and relaxes your blood vessel walls. Your blood vessel walls. But here's what nobody tells you. Potassium also supports healthy cortisol metabolism. So your adrenals really need it. When potassium is low, cortisol stays elevated. And so cortisol squeezes your blood vessels. 1 large serving of green leafy vegetables a day is all it takes. Your grandmother knew this, and research confirms it. But real quick, if this is connecting dots for you, the hormone, blood pressure connection, I just opened something I've been building for months. It's called the 30-day pressure hormone reset. It's going to be weekly live calls with me, a guided daily protocol, the full hormonal picture, cortisol, insulin, estrogen, thyroid, not just the food side. For the women who is done managing and ready to actually understand what's going on inside of her body, go to bpquiz.com, bpquiz.com, all right? And you can sign up, get on the wait list for this 30-day reset. All right, here we go. Number 3. Number 3 is hibiscus tea, okay? Researchers call this one the most studied natural supports for cardiovascular health. A meta-analysis in the Journal of Hypertension found hibiscus tea was associated with really significant reductions in systolic and diastolic blood pressure readings. Hibiscus tea, and I love this stuff. I used to drink it all the time when I was in West Africa. They grow it out there. A little bit of sweetener. You can drink it hot, you can drink it cold. It's incredible. And the mechanism is that it supports nitric oxide production. So the same molecule that your blood vessels use to relax. It works on the ACE inhibitors that your ACE inhibitors like lisinopril work on. So God put the pharmacy right in your garden. This is an example of that. Number 4 is beets, whole beets. Beet juice, roasted beets, beet supplements, beet powders, they are all loaded with dietary nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide. But they also support healthy insulin sensitivity, which matters because insulin resistance causes your kidneys to hold on to sodium. no matter how little salt you eat. So you could cut all of your salt and still be retaining fluid if your insulin is off. And most people don't understand this, but insulin is a hormone. And beets address both the hormone pathway and the blood pressure pathway at the same time. Again, check out my showcase, go to my profile, look at my herbal recommendations. And if you can't find it, just DM me, I'll send you the link. Number 5 is probably one of my favorite all-time foods to eat. People do complain about it a lot, mostly because of their breath after they eat it, but it is incredible. I saved this one for last because the research on it is remarkable. A review in the Journal of Clinical Hypertension found that garlic supplementation was associated with very significant blood pressure reductions across multiple studies. The compound in garlic is called allicin, and it supports vascular relaxation and healthy inflammation response. And inflammation is the thread that connects cortisol, insulin, and blood pressure together. And a garlic addresses all 3 of them. All right, so that was 5 foods, 5 hormonal pathways that your medication doesn't reach. Now, when I talk about getting off of your blood pressure pills, your hormone therapies, and all of that, I am talking about doing it naturally. And what does that mean? That means talking to your provider, having your medications on board while you add these supplements. And when things normalize, when you take your blood pressure before you take your pills and your blood pressure is normal, you don't want to take your blood pressure pill because that will bottom you out. And so you want to talk to your provider, and he or she will take you off of your blood pressure medication naturally. Now, if you want to know which specific hormone type is driving your blood pressure, I built a free quiz. It takes 2 minutes, and it tells you which of the 5 pressure hormone types you are. Comment BP in the comments below, and I'll send you the link. Remember, genetics writes the recipe, but lifestyle bakes the cake. My name's Joel. Be your own doctor.